Rose Petals, Chapter 9. Out of nowhere a rain cloud had developed, making traffic heavy. There were no sprinkles, as of yet, but seeing the gray skies was enough to bring out the road crawlers in anyone. Lately there had been a lot of vehicle homicides, which the news had made sure to cover as their #1 story, for a politician running for the office of Prime Minister. Keeping the roads, highways and streets safe would be his #1 priority, if elected. An elderly woman should be able to walk across any intersection, even if she is jaywalking, without being run over by a motor. He repeated constantly. Maybe it was him dragging out a situation that possibly didn't happen, to get elected, that brought out the crawlers, which created a lot of traffic jams. Yes, there were vehicle homicides, but no one said the victims were elderly. Yakuto didn't care what the weather was. He never slowed down for hail, downpours, or any form of ice. He was a drag racer by heart, and he and his trusty motorcycle had every right to dodge in and out of traffic, at any speed. He was too impatient to sit and wait as each car moved one more space than before. All his decision-making came as an impulse, as if his life was a high-speed chase. Akira waved as he advanced towards the school building. He was surprised to see that he was not alone. Who was she? He kept the motor running, while he parked, adjusted his mirror, and looked up at the overcast. The sky was now a dark gray, and a few drops had already fallen. He unlatched the other helmet as Akira approached. Who's the chick? Don't remember her name. She just transferred. I figured that. He wiped the mirror. She's kinda cute. Akira looked at Nakamura. She waved at them. If you say so. He grabbed the back bar of the seat and braced himself. This was going to be a race against nature. He closed his eyes, took a deep sigh as the bike went into reverse. A few more drops fell as the motorcycle's speed increased. As they came out of the parking lot, they were able to make the yellow light before it turned red. Yakuto hated going through back streets. He always took the highway, where he felt free and in control. The road was wide and open. Dealing with traffic lights was a nuisance, along with pedestrians and road signs. If it didn't say the speed, he didn't care to notice. Akira could see the hotel, as they got off the exit ramp. He loosened his grip and sighed again. He was still alive, and his whole being was still intact. They had squeezed between cars, buses and trucks, dodging in and out in a rhythmic pace. He kept his eyes closed entirely, but can feel the swerve and leaning of the bike. He slightly felt the front of a sports car, and knew that Yakuto had managed to squeeze in between it. As if he was still in the race, Yakuto quickly ran up the long flights of stairs. His stomach was growling. He ran into the kitchen, opened the fridge and grabbed a bowl of rice and leftover beef curry. Where's Akira? Ren asked. He's on his way up. He threw everything into the microwave. Thank you God for modern invention. He licked his lips. You know he has a girl? Ren looked up from his notes. Really? Yeah. The microwave beeped. He opened it quickly, slamming the door shut. He smiled at the steam that rose from each bowl. I think it's serious. Really? Yeah, I saw them with my own eyes. He blew and took another bite. You saw what? They were standing there, you know? Ren put his guitar down. Doing what? Akira unlocked the door and slowly walked in. He had stopped at the cafeteria to see if the menu had changed or if they were serving his favorite, instant ramen. It was still the usual duck, fish and rice. Rin stood up and stretched. "You got a girl?" Akira glanced at Yakuto. "She's not my girl. She's a transfer student." "Then how come you and her were outside together?" Yakuto shoved some rice into his mouth. "She was waiting for her ride. School wasn't out yet." "I think she was waiting for you." Akira tiredly threw his backpack onto the couch. "Was not. I was checking out the same time she was. We didn't even speak to each other." "Then why was she waving goodbye for?" "How do I know? Maybe it's something she just does?" Hiroaki walked in. "She sounds crazy to me, and we don't need that." He sat down. "You know paparazzis. We don't need unnecessary publicity." Akira sighed. "I know that." He walked towards the dining table, sat down, and gave Yakuto a menacing look. "She just transferred from a big city, New York." "Yep, like I said, she's crazy," Hiroaki said as he picked up the notepad where Rin had scribbled a few notes. Rin picked back up his guitar. "Just keep your distance. Rumors can spread fast." "Yeah, I know. I don't think she knows who I am."